Well, Happy New Year, Gary. A fantastic start to the new year.
Yeah, Happy New Year to yourselves and of course all the supporters. I'd like to say that on behalf of the playing staff and the players, of course, and everybody connected to Woking Football Club. You know, first game of a new year and having probably the biggest name club in non-league football here, Luton Town. And getting the result what we've got today, I think it's tremendous for the club all the way round. And
you rather changed the game plan, didn't you, by putting Joe McNerney up front, and that really seemed to throw Luton.
Yes, I think that with great respect, not sounding conceited, I think that we won the battle in respect of tactics today. I think that it was a case of that we went to Luton and no complaints with the result. I felt that we probably played them a little bit too much respect in the first half there, and no complaints of being 2-0 down at half time. But I think that when we got a goal back, there was probably a 20-minute period away from home that we saw things that we felt we could work on, and I think they saw things which they didn't expect. But you know, we changed it around a little bit today and changed the formation, freshened it up a little bit, and we had a team and a game plan in mind, and we started very, very well. Adam Doyle had a top shot, just tipped over the bar. Billy Knott got a great goal, cheap equaliser, but a great finish by Andre Gray, clinical, quality player, one each, and I felt that we done very, very well. Going up to probably 35 minutes, we were in control of the game, and there was probably a 10-minute spell there where we found ourselves under pressure and we had a little bit of luck, which you need. You've got to hang in there and you ride your luck and you make your luck by how hard you work. And you know, we're pleased to get in at one each half time at 1-0. But second half was always going to be a big test, we knew that, and you know, I think it was also going to be a test of what they got sitting on the bench as well as what they had on the field of play. Like, you know, they gone out and fetched a quality player to the club, Jonathan Smith, this week from York. They give £50,000 allegedly for, and you know, they got Stuart Fleetwood sitting on the bench as well as other quality players. So you know there's going to be a time in the game where you're going to have to ask your players to show more character and dig in and questions to be answered. But you know, again, it was a case of end to end a little bit, but I thought that again they bossed it. Aaron L made a very important save to make up for probably the disappointment on the goal, and we got away with that one there. And then Gavin McCallum's had a one-on-one where he could have turned around and said, well, that evens that one out there, I've missed this one. So it was a case of, I think that for everybody connected at the club, and everybody who come and watched it today, whether you're a Luton fan or a Woking or a neutral fan, it was a game which was a game from end to end, and we got the break. I thought it was a good shot originally from Bradley Bubb. Mark Tyler, he's a goalkeeper, he's a quality goalkeeper. We'll be probably a little bit disappointed it's spawned out of his hand. Billy Knott's out to put it in the back of the net 2-1. I felt from then on that we could get a result, but I thought the third goal was a real crucial goal. It's a great ball in from Gavin McCallum, and young lad Jaden Stockley, he's a young lad and got a bit to learn in some ways, and it's the same as anybody, that you're always going to be disappointed when they're left out, but he directed the header in the corner, and I thought that 3-1 that was it, and it turned out to be that way, and as I say, great 3 points.
And Billy Knott, named man of the match today, he had a fantastic game, didn't he? Apart from his 2 goals, he buzzed around all game, showed great energy and tenacity.
Yeah, he's a good player, as well as everybody out there today. I thought, as I say, from 1 to 11, and the players who went on as well, that everyone played their part, and you've got to do that. But yeah, he's a quality young player, and you know, I've always turned around and said, thank Sunderland for, you know, their help there. Kevin Ball, Martin O'Neill, and everybody collected at Sunderland. You know, I know Billy Knott and I know his family very well, and I think it was a big part of Billy coming to Woking, being myself and knowing his family as well as knowing Billy. And you know, we've already talked about going forward, and you know, so you know, Billy wants to stay here and play. He's enjoying it. We want to keep him here, so you know, I think that you know, we'll see what happens with Sunderland's end, but I'm sure that Sunderland will be very, very pleased, because they have had people watching him games that Billy's getting his head down, he's enjoying his football, and he's playing his part. But as I say, it was a team performance today, collectively, everybody, which I think was important. But what I would say today is that, as a rule, they don't really get the mention and the credit what they deserve, but the groundsman, Colin Galliford, and his staff and everybody involved to get this game on today has been a tremendous effort. Even though the pitch did cut up and it was heavy out there, same for both sides, but you know, this game couldn't have been played today. We wouldn't be in a position about, you know, talking about a 3-1 win. What a great game of football it was, unless you see and realised what a great job the groundsman's done by getting the game on.
Yeah, and great support here today again, Gary.
It's great at the club, like there's no doubt about it. I mean, Steve Thompson, very pleased, very happy at the club in respect of, as I say, it's a tough league. It's probably a little bit tougher than probably, with the greatest respect, that what me and Steve thought after having a break from conference level football for a while. And we've both been, successful in the past at clubs and everything else there. But when you've got 16 full-time clubs, and it has moved on, there's no doubt about that, and you're a part-time club. It's very hard, but I think the little break what we've had in respect of 2 or 3 games, I'm sure other part-time clubs and part-time managers would feel the same way, that it's probably been a little bit of a respite and a chance for us as managers, and I'm sure of other part-time clubs as well as playing squads, to get your players back and have that little recharge, and I'm sure it'll push on the second half of the season. And
also, Gary, it showed today the great spirit that the players have. If you think back to that awful high game and performance, and then to play like they did today against the leaders, really show that they can do it.
Yeah, I think early in the season, and of course no one forecasts the results with the greatest respect against certain teams. What happened at Hyde, I always said that we'd get a few lessons and we'd educate a few people along the way. It's going to be that, but I think you see that with a lot of full-time clubs in the league. That the word consistency we all talk about as football managers and as supporters at every club in this league, but the league's very close. I think you can see that in respect of that you ain't got an outstanding club which is pulling away from everybody else. There's a likeness of a likeness, and like I say, you just get 50 points. I've always turned around and said I've had a great deal of support from the supporters at the football club, the board of directors, and everybody has been very friendly since me and Steve Thompson have come here. But I think that the pleasing factor is now, in the 2 years we're here, and probably sitting about halfway in the league today, that even though we've still got a lot of work to do going forward, Woking has certainly got a football team, and I think a club which they're very proud of, and I think we're together all the way round, we're going in the right direction.
And now you've got another gap until the Ebbsfleet game, which of course is on a Sunday in a couple of weeks' time. Again, is that helpful to you, particularly with the transfer window opening up? I think so, yeah, I think so. I've got situations, and there's no secrets about it. I've got 1 or 2 players who I had contracts on to the 1st of January. They expire today. And there's a situation there where me and Steve Thompson and 1 or 2 other people will have a little chat about various things, and we'll take a view going forward in that side of it. I've got a situation with some loan players as well, which I've got to make decisions on, as well as their parent club, what they think about things. But yeah, I'm very pleased, because as I say, it gives us that little window again, and it's hard for everybody connected, as I say, at the moment, with the way the weather's been, and the secretary's trying to sort games out, and I'm on his phone at 7 o'clock in the mornings, ringing him up, telling him off, he ain't got this game, he ain't got that game sorted. But that's where it is at the moment, where we are, because we don't want to have a backlog of fixtures. I think everybody's in the league together, and it is tough, but I'm very pleased today that I feel that everybody's walked out of Kingfield can turn around and say they've had value for money, and very proud of their team. It always makes it sweeter when you win, no doubt about that, and probably makes it even that little bit sweeter when it's against a club like Luton Town with the status and everything they've got as the size of their club. Lovely, thank you very much, Gary. Enjoy your day. Cheers.